When it comes to Fabletics, there are two styles of leggings that reign supreme, the Salar and the high-waisted. They fit completely differently, and generally I urge people who are first-time purchasers of Fabletics to order one of each so that they can make the best decision as to which one will work best for them. The defining feature of the high-waisted style is of course the higher rise to the waist, but also that the waistband itself is seamless. Looking around the website, it seems as though the high-waisted style has become the top style that Fabletics is pushing lately. You have far more options when it comes to lengths like capri versus full length, or options in fabrics of Powerhold versus Powerform. And if you'd like to know more information about Powerform versus Powerhold fabrics, I have another video that you can watch after this one. The high-waisted style also has a noticeable curve to the stitching around the back, which will give a more flattering shape to the rear. The Salar style, on the other hand, has a more boxy shape to the stitching, at least in the Powerhold fabric style. The Salar style also has a mid-rise, at least in the straight size. If you get into plus size, it gets a little bit higher up, but that's in another video. There is variation in the way that the leggings are stitched together in the Powerhold versus Powerform fabrics on both the Salar and the high-waisted, but I didn't find the fit to be that different with one exception, but I'll get into that one later. So that's the overview of both of them, and now I want to talk about my own personal experiences with both styles. First and foremost, I don't have many pairs of the high-waisted style of legging in my collection. I have bought and returned them several times over in the hopes of making them work, and at the end of the day, unfortunately for my body shape, they just don't do what I need them to do. I mean, I've kept a few for this video series, but to be honest, those will probably make their way onto Poshmark at some point. I speak briefly about my principal concern when it comes to the high-waisted legging in my plus size versus straight size video, but I'll say it again here in order to emphasize my point. These are not really made for people who have any kind of a tummy. If you carry a significant amount of weight around your middle, the seamless waistband will roll down. And in fact, something about the way the Powerhold version of the high-waisted legging is constructed actually emphasizes any rolls you may have on the lower part of your body. When you're moving around, it almost seems as though there's too much fabric around your middle, and so as a result, it will actually settle in the dips in certain places, but I can't even really suggest sizing down in order to alleviate that problem because they're already incredibly tight around my thighs. But that being said, if you are looking at the high-waisted legging in the Powerform fabric, I did not find that the emphasis on the dips happened, however they did still roll down quite a bit. But if you're using them for cardio or walking, that kind of thing, you could probably still get away with them. Now if you're a smaller size, maybe somewhere between that extra small and possibly up to an extra large, you might not have these problems. I've read reviews around the website, and I actually specifically went to the Kaleidoscope high-waisted page. I actually went through all the reviews for the first 5 or 6 pages. Every single review, with the exception of one, was for pants between an extra small and a large. There was one extra large review on there, but everything else was for a much smaller size. This leads me to believe that plus size girls have probably gotten the memo already that these high-waisted pants are just not going to work for them. And then we come to the Salar style. Salar style is my personal favorite. They are designed to be mid-rise, and there is a seam around the waistband. Seamless waistbands might look nicer when you're standing still and stationary, but if you're actually doing anything that requires any kind of movement, especially strength training when you're bending over to do low rows or squats or deadlifts, they will stay up. Before filming this, I did film myself doing squats in every single pair of Salar leggings that I own. The 1Xs, the XXLs, even the XLs. Not a single one rolled down. This is because they have the seam in the waistband, and that keeps them up. This does cause a little bit of a muffin top, but for me, I don't want to be messing with my leggings while I'm trying to do my exercise, so I'm willing to sacrifice a little bit of muffin top to keep my leggings up. Salar comes in both the Powerform and the Powerhold fabrics, and there is a slight difference in the stitching of these two different fabric styles. If you like that more contoured stitching around the rear, go with the Powerform fabric. For some reason, they're stitched with a little bit of a contoured stitch. But again, if you're new to Fabletics, I would highly suggest purchasing one of each to start off with, because we all have different needs and we all have different experiences when it comes to these leggings. So definitely give both of them a shot before writing either of them off. So this is the last video of this mini-series. If you need any more information, you can always go and look at either one of my other videos, which are about the differences between Powerform and Powerhold material and the difference between a straight size and plus size over at Fabletics. But if you have any direct questions, you can always find me on Instagram and I'll have that link below. But anyway, that's it. Thank you very much, good luck, and I'll see y'all later.